Hey, it's great to have you back. So far, we've covered everything from using SQL to the key aspects of data ethics. You've developed a huge range of skills, and they're all going to help you on your journey to a career in data analytics. But you don't have to do everything on your own. As a data analyst, you'll be part of a growing data community. By building a consistent and professional online presence, you'll be able to connect to others in your field and expand your network. Coming up, you'll learn how you can get started building your online presence, or if you're already part of the community, how you can take your online network even further. With remote online work becoming more and more common, so is online networking. That means having and maintaining a well-developed online presence could open the door to so many new opportunities. I find myself reaching out to people I've worked with throughout my career to stay in touch, ask them questions about their experiences, and just see what interesting things they're doing. And that's only possible because I keep up my online presence. Join me in the next video to get started building your online presence and get connected. Hey again, today a lot of us spend a lot of time connecting with people online. We stay in touch with family and friends we can't see every day, or post about what we're doing, eating, and watching on social media. But our presence online goes beyond the personal. A consistent and professional online presence is an important tool in building a career in data analytics. A professional online presence is important for a few key reasons. First, it can help potential employers find you. Second, it lets you make connections with other data analysts in your field, learn and share data findings, and maybe even participate in community events. Keep in mind that a lot of networking happens online now, so if you aren't keeping up your online presence, you might be missing out on great opportunities without even knowing it. There are lots of different professional sites that you can take advantage of as you start building your own online presence. For now, though, we'll focus on LinkedIn and GitHub. LinkedIn is specifically designed to help people make connections with other people in their field. It's a great way to follow trends in your industry, learn from industry leaders, and stay engaged with wider professional community. And if you're actively looking for a new job, LinkedIn has job boards that you can search. You can even narrow down your location to see who's hiring near you. Plus, job recruiters frequently use LinkedIn to find potential data analysts for new projects. So it's always a good idea to keep your LinkedIn profile up to date with your resume. You might find yourself being recruited. LinkedIn also lets you connect with people and build a network. You can share exciting things happening in your professional life and keep up with where your connections go. You never know when you might end up working with someone again. With LinkedIn, you can be endorsed for having job skills or endorse other people. So if you impress someone at a previous job, they could let other people know just how awesome you were to work with. GitHub, the other website I mentioned earlier, is a little different. GitHub is part code sharing site, part social media. It has an active community collaborating and sharing insights to build resources. You can talk with other GitHub users on the forum, use the community-driven wikis, or even use it to manage team projects. GitHub also hosts community events where you can meet other people in the field and learn some new things. GitHub has a lot of features for you to check out, and the best way to learn more about it is to check it out for yourself. We'll also be talking more about GitHub later in the program. Sometimes, if you're looking for a new career, finding someone who has something in common with you, like shared interests or the same hometown, and reaching out to them can help a lot. Just a 15-minute conversation with someone could set you on the path to a new career, whether that's on a professional networking site like LinkedIn or at a community event hosted by GitHub. LinkedIn has become one of the standard professional social media sites, so it's a good starting place for building your online presence. And GitHub offers a lot of really great tools for data analysts in the community. So if you don't already have accounts on these sites, challenge yourself to set them up now. Connect with other people, share some updates about what you're working on right now. And if you're already using LinkedIn and GitHub, great news. We're going to talk more about how to enhance your existing social media presence next time. See you soon. Hello, let's talk about social media. Today there's 3.8 billion people using social media around the world. So there's a good chance you probably already have an online presence. That's great. It means you're already connecting with people online, maybe even professionally on websites like LinkedIn. And if you aren't, getting started is as easy as signing up today. But there's some really easy ways you can enhance your online presence even more and use your existing profiles to build your professional identity. One of the first things you should ask yourself when looking at your new or existing online presence is this: would you be okay with potential employers and colleagues seeing your social media profiles? Try putting yourself in their shoes. When a potential employer is looking at your public profiles, they're asking themselves if you're the right person to represent their company and values. Is there anything on your current accounts that could make them think otherwise? If you want to limit what you share, be sure to check the privacy settings on your accounts. If they're set to public, anyone can see everything you post. You can also make specific photos or albums private, but remember, this doesn't erase them from the internet. Keep in mind, changing your privacy settings doesn't necessarily keep all of your posts secure, so you should always think carefully before you post. Now, the best way to make sure that your posts and photos are appropriate and professional is to delete any that you wouldn't want your future boss to see. And if you're getting ready to upload photos for the first time, think about how those pictures represent you before posting them. Feel free to back up these photos for your personal files, but maybe don't put them on Facebook or Instagram. Speaking of Facebook and Instagram, there's some easy options for deleting posts on these platforms. Both Facebook and Instagram have an archive function that allows you to remove posts from your profile. You can even mass delete posts on Facebook. And while you're at it, check your Twitter. Your social media profiles are probably connected, so it's important to make sure that they're all representing you the way you want to be seen professionally. A good rule of thumb, your posts should be family friendly. This goes for photos and text posts. Check to make sure your content and language is appropriate for the whole family. And while we're working on enhancing your online persona, a professional profile picture is a great touch. Even if your account is set to private, recruiters will likely still be able to see your profile picture. Having a photo for your LinkedIn profile is important because it significantly increases your chances of being contacted. So make your profile picture one that represents your professional side in the best way possible. Once you've gotten your profiles up and running, post mindfully. Think about the professional image you're trying to create and stick to it. This means curating posts for different platforms. Decide which platform you want to use for family and friends, like Facebook and Instagram, and keep updates about your personal life on those platforms. Use professional platforms like LinkedIn for posts related to your work life and building professional relationships. A huge number of companies and hiring managers use online sources to identify and pick candidates. So it's important to make sure that your online presence has a positive impact on your real life. Make sure your online presence is job appropriate by making your accounts private, deleting posts you wouldn't want your boss or colleagues to see, and posting mindfully. And don't be afraid to ask someone you respect professionally to take a look and give you some feedback. That can be a big help in building that online presence and using it to make connections within your professional community. Now that we've built and enhanced our online presence, let's learn more about building networks and reaching out to other professionals. See you soon. Which profession does the best networking? The fishing industry. But in all seriousness, the work we do has everything to do with people. So once you've learned the skills and developed a strong portfolio, the next step is to connect with people in your profession or industry who can help you use those strengths to build a career. So in this video, we're going to talk about networking. Networking can be called professional relationship building. It's all about meeting people, both on and offline, and building relationships with them. Networking will help you meet people who are similar and different from you, and also stay current with what's going on in your field. Even within the organization you're in, you want to network with other teams to better understand the projects you're working on. Here's the truth. Lots of the best opportunities aren't posted on job boards. They're out there in the real world. Problems waiting to be solved, innovations just waiting for inspiration. So building your network with other data analysts could really increase your odds of breaking into the field. Actually, networking with any industry professionals could help you do that. Here's a few things you can start with. Search for public meetups in your area. There's usually at least one in every major city. Just Google data analytics meetups near you, or search on meetup.com. Then you can learn more about different types of data analytics or share your interests with other people in the field. It's also good to remember that we live in a digital world, so don't feel confined to in-person networking. Some of the best data analysis influencers are on social media. Follow interesting companies or thought leaders on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Interact with them and share their content. If there's a post you like, maybe leave a comment explaining why. Digital networking can take you anywhere these days. On top of that, there's also plenty of great data podcasts to follow, like Partially Derivative and the O'Reilly Data Show. Not only can they help you stay up to date with how the industry is evolving, but hearing the concepts repeated over time can help build your confidence in your own knowledge. There's also a ton of blogs and online communities like O'Reilly, Kaggle, KD Nuggets, GitHub, and Medium that can help you connect with peers and experts. The possibilities are virtually limitless when it comes to building your network. And in our next video, we'll talk about one of the most effective methods, finding a mentor. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. It was Maya Angelou for Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg for J.J. Abrams, and Warren Buffett for Bill Gates. It's a mentor, and having one can have a huge impact in your career and your life in general. Basically, a mentor is a professional who shares their knowledge, skills, and experience to help you develop and grow. About 3 out of 4 people think that having a mentor is an important part of professional development, but studies found only 37% actually have a mentor. As a data analyst, you're not required to have a mentor, but those who find a good one never forget them. Mentors come in many forms. They can be trusted advisors, sounding boards, critics, resources, or all of the above. Sometimes the relationship happens naturally, but usually you need to formally ask them to mentor you, because they might not know you're interested in their mentorship. I've tried to seek out mentors at every stage of my career, from school to my current role at Google. It's always good to make sure your mentors have the time to support your growth, and it's just as important for you to keep up a professional relationship with them. On top of a mentor, a sponsor can also help you in your career development, but we'll talk more about that a bit later. It's very important to figure out what you're looking for in a mentor. This will help narrow down your list of potential professionals. Try thinking about your strengths and challenges at work and how you like to grow as a data analyst, and share that openly with potential mentors. It's also great to think about shared experiences or common ground. Maybe you're a veteran who'd benefit from the guidance of a data analyst for the military, or maybe you just think you could really benefit from talking with someone from your hometown. There's no one right way to find the perfect mentor. Your mentor doesn't even have to work with you. If there's no one you can connect with in your current work environment, you can find mentors anywhere from a social media platform, networking event, or mentor matching program. For instance, websites like score.org and micromentor.org and an app called Mentorship allow you to look for specific credentials that match your needs. You can then arrange dedicated times, maybe on the platform, to meet up or talk on the phone. Personally, I like reaching out with a friendly email or message on a professional networking site. If you go this route, take some time to describe your career goals and how they might align with their own experiences. Try mentioning some things you particularly like about their work or published content. From there, you can easily suggest a coffee chat, virtual meetup, or email exchange to get things going. Once you've had a few exchanges, be sure to check in with yourself. Make sure it's a natural fit and that you're getting everything you need. It's also a good idea to check in with your mentor to make sure it's working well for them too. Remember, this is a partnership. You and your mentor are equal participants, so the more authentic and honest you are about it, the better it will go. For example, it's always a good idea to share your gratitude for their time and effort. Now, while a mentor will help you gain critical skills and navigate challenges at work, a lot of people find that having a sponsor can take their career even further. A sponsor is a professional advocate who's committed to moving a sponsee's career forward with an organization. To understand the difference between these two roles, think of it like this. A mentor helps you skill up. A sponsor helps you move up. Having the support of a sponsor is like having a safety net. They can give you the confidence to take risks at work, like asking for a new assignment or a promotion. So let's talk about how you get a sponsor. Well, unlike mentors, you don't get to choose the sponsor. The sponsor almost always chooses you. So the best course of action is to commit yourself to doing your best work at all times. And there's a good chance someone with influence will take notice. Now that we've seen the importance of networking and relationships, it's a good idea to take some proactive steps. First, build and nurture your LinkedIn presence. Next, look at your current social media presence and make sure it's helping you put your best foot forward. Finally, always be open to connecting with peers and colleagues. You never know what great things a conversation will bring.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and I'm the Business Systems and Analytics Lead at Verily. I've been lucky enough to have some really great mentors over the course of my career, and I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to have someone in your corner as you're navigating all of the different ins and outs of your career. For me, I've had some wonderful mentors who have guided me through some really tough career decisions, starting way back at the very beginning. My first mentor was a professor at school, and this professor gave me wonderful advice of how to follow my dreams and how to lean into what I was interested in. I think it's very important to also have great mentors at work. My mentor helps me navigate all the ins and outs of my organization, all the ins and outs of the politics sometimes, and also helps me make decisions on what to do next. And so it's nice to have a mentor who's outside of what's going on, but it's also really nice to sometimes have a mentor who understands the environment. I catch up with my mentor regularly just to touch base, just to see how we're doing, to maintain a relationship. But I specifically will schedule time with my mentor when I'm wrestling with some sort of tough question or when I have a pivotal moment coming up. For example, I've had some great conversations with my mentor about whether I really lean in on the finance side of my career or whether I want to lean in on the IT side and the system side, and helping make some of those decisions about where to focus and what to take some classes in, what to continue education on, and where to lean in with upcoming projects. Talking that through with somebody has really helped me make sense of some jumbled thoughts and figure out where to go next. I think the most important thing to look for in a mentor is somebody who you will get along with and somebody that you trust. This is a person that you're going to go to with some of potentially the toughest choices of your career, looking to them for guidance and for help and for support. My most successful mentors, the most successful mentoring relationships that I've had, have been with people who I'm close to, personally or professionally, and who I trust and who I feel comfortable sharing potentially deep thoughts with, and a lot of potentially sensitive details about what I'm thinking, what I'm going through, and what I want, to help so that they can help me make sense of that and figure out what to do. And I love now that I can pay that forward and share some of the wisdom that I've learned from my mentors and from some of the experiences that I've had in my career, and help share that with someone else so that they can navigate some of their same decisions and some of those same situations, and hopefully learn from some of my experiences and some of my mistakes. And helping pay that forward is what's really exciting about being a mentor.
Welcome back. Before we get started, let's take a moment to celebrate how far you've come and everything you've learned in this course. You're almost halfway through this program. Thanks for sticking with it. So far, you've learned about data types and data structures and discovered the importance of bias and credibility in data preparation and analysis. We also explored databases, different ways to organize and protect your data, and even how to join the data analytics community. All of this will help you prepare your data for the next step in the data analysis lifecycle: processing. Processing your data to make sure that it's clean and complete is the last step you take before you start analyzing it. And that's exactly what the next course is all about. I'm excited to reintroduce fellow Googler Sally, Performance Measurement and Analytical Lead. She's going to be your guide throughout this next course, which is all about cleaning and processing your data for analysis. Coming up, you're going to learn about integrity in data analytics, basic data cleaning skills, and data cleaning in SQL. We'll also learn how to verify and report your data cleaning results, and, if you're up for it, adding data to your resume. Before you go, let me just say one more time: fantastic job. When you're ready, you can go ahead and start the next course. Sally will be there to guide you through it.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you found it helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. If you know someone who could benefit from this information, please share it with them. We would love to hear your thoughts on this learning course, so please leave a comment below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.